how well the matchup on the perimeter goes will go a long way in deciding who wins.
Hit 10 different receivers last week. Meanwhile, picking and threading his way is Cook. He's out in front, and Cook will take it all the way for a touchdown. Play fake, pass, wide open, touchdown. Christian Kirk pulls it in. Probably 17-9. It's 13-9. Bills get the ball at the end of the half, and they get the ball to start the third quarter. Ray Davis to run the kickback. Spinning, still on his feet. Out past the 40. He's out in front. Nobody's going to chase him down. All the way for a touchdown. 98 yards. Mills to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Higgins. Flag is down. A flag is down. Jaden Higgins for the moment.
What an answer by the Texans to come up with a touchdown of their own.
I mean, he's on this Seahawks team. Not a lot of stats this year, but really a great asset that they've brought in.
Darnold with time going up top for Jackson Smith, and Jigba drops it in the bucket, and he will backpedal for a touchdown. What a throw.
And now getting back to some of those explosive pass plays.
On 2nd and 4, play action. Darnold to the end zone. Smith and Jigba with his second touchdown of the day. 13 yards, and Seattle storms down the field to grab 6 out of the locker room. First punt of the day for Michael Dixon. DK. Backpedaling. Great pump by Dixon all the way to the 12. DK trying to get to the outside. He does. He's got a wall of blockers. DK to midfield and beyond. All the way down the sidelines. DK will take it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. A special teams play from 90 yards for 6. Darnold back to Charbonnet. Bouncing to the edge. Charbonnet towards the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. 5-yard scamper for Zach Charbonnet. 0 for 1 in the red zone today. 1st and goal. The fake. Ward on the keep, weaving up the middle, airborne to the goal line, touchdown Tennessee.
So you got to stay away from the run here in case he gets stuffed.
Ward on the rollout, fires to the end zone, and it's DK with the touchdown. Second
Jones looking and connecting for the touchdown. It's Michael Pittman Jr. Ogletree in motion. Jones looking up top. Throws back in the end zone. Are the feet down? Yes! It is Ogletree with the touchdown grab.
Extra O-lineman in the game, playing tight ends.
Look at all these in the backfield. Here's the handoff. Hunt up and over for the touchdown. And Kareem has a touchdown for the 4th straight game.
Emmanuel Wilson, who got his first touchdown of the season last week. Straight ahead, got hit at the line, kept on turning and got in. Green Bay in the end zone on their first drive of the day. Wilson again reaches for the goal line. Packers make him pay. Second touchdown for Emmanuel Wilson.
As a fullback in the backfield.
3rd down and 2 on the toss. Singletary back to Winston. And now Winston fires downfield into the end zone. Touchdown, Wan'Dale Robinson.
I've seen him actually off the ball playing linebacker.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal Gets it into the hands of St. Brown, and he forces his way into the end zone for a Lions touchdown. Empty backfield, 3rd down and 8. As Winston throws to the end zone, it is caught for a touchdown. Isaiah Hodgins.
Playing outstanding football for them.
On 1st and goal, it is Gibbs, reaches across, touchdown. Now we hear him. Another trick play as Olszewski throws. It's caught. Olszewski with the pass into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Jameis Winston.
So this is Olszewski. He's going to get the ball on a reverse. I thought it was going to be a reverse pass to the front side. Instead, he's waiting for Jameis Winston, who then gets open, going against Derek Barnes, somehow breaks a tackle, dances in. Keep getting after him as if it was 0-0.
Right, the blown leads have been well documented. There's Gibbs. Belton couldn't bring him down. Holland chasing after him. And Jahmyr Gibbs is into the end zone for a Lions touchdown, 49 yards.
And I don't see him on the sideline, so I'm going to keep watching that.
Here's Gibbs on 1st down. Jahmyr Gibbs across midfield. One man to beat. Inside the 20, the 10. Touchdown on the first play from scrimmage. In overtime. Remember, the Giants will have an opportunity. Gibbs takes it 69 yards.
And that's why I mentioned Dexter Lawrence not being in the game. There was nobody to plug the middle of this defense. You just watch how they're hooking the defensive line. They stunt one way, they get out there.
Ben Brown still at the left guard. 2nd down, 4, and that is picked off on the play. Grabbed by Geno Stone. Blockers ahead, including Knight. He is in and a pick 6. 33-yard return. Henry, the tight end, led him in receptions a year ago. Here we go, 1st and 10, escaping traffic. Wide open, Henry. That's a Patriot touchdown. 28-yard touchdown pass. Super Bowl MVP with Baltimore. Brooks was the back. Flacco will go underneath. Oh, it's picked off. That's a pick 6. Kiss him goodbye. Marcus Jones. Our 2nd pick 6 in this one. Going each way. And New England has captured the lead. They take him off in a cart. They'll try to follow up. 1st and 10 with Flacco to the end zone. Caught! Touchdown! Mitchell Tinsley.
The Pittsburgh Steelers, they've run the fewest offensive plays per game, and they have the most plays on defense. Williams, a strike to DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago. Signed as a free agent last year by Chicago. 1st and goal for the Steelers. Rudolph swings it out. DK Metcalf turns it upfield, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Here's Williams in the pocket. Williams trying to get out of the pocket. He won't. Loses the ball, and the Steelers jump on top of it. It's a touchdown, and it's T.J. Watt. Herbig on the recovery. Watt will get credit for the sack on the QB and the forced fumble. 3rd and 5, 4 minutes to go, 1st half. Williams throws it, and it's caught for the touchdown. Loveland carries the defender with him for the score. 1st and goal inside the 1. Pitch it to Warren. Nobody there. Warren, touchdown. Now has 170 yards through the air, 2 touchdowns. Turns this into a 3rd and manageable. Flags are down. Williams downfield. Open man. Touchdown. DJ Moore.
Offside. Defense under 30.
The Bears go back in front. Handoff. Manungai. He's a hammer. Touchdown, Bears.
It benefits you more to try and get to 7 than to settle for the 3 now.
From the gun, double clutch, touchdown, Freiermuth. And that's a BB from Mason Rudolph.
Ravens fans making some noise. Taylor throws for Mechie. Mechie at the 5, dives, and he is in. Touchdown. Jets still substituting. Ravens break the huddle quickly. Jackson takes the snap. Henry up the middle. Henry's in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar hands it to Henry, walks it in for a touchdown. So John Harbaugh rolls the dice after Aaron Glenn rolled the dice on 4th down and came up empty. Here today against the Cardinals.
Almost 192 net rushing yards last week. Etienne doing it as a receiver. Etienne gonna bust his way in for the Jacksonville touchdown. They got 7 guys on the line of scrimmage. They end up rushing 5. Lawrence lit up. Football is loose. And the Cardinals with Walter Nolan in for the touchdown. It was Jalen Thompson coming around the edge, putting a lick on Lawrence. On 2nd and goal, Cardinals leaning on the ground attack, and they are in. Nay for the Cardinals touchdown.
Your eye, Spiro, on Lawrence scrambling with his legs on 3rd down.
Heavy blitz. Lawrence has to work quickly into the end zone. It's Myers for the touchdown. High-level play by Lawrence.
Getting pressure on Jacoby Brissett on 3rd downs.
Would be about a 57-yard attempt from here. That's going to be a 1st down and more. Darch going to stroll in for the Cardinals touchdown. 39 on the catch and run. Play action, Lawrence to the end zone. Lawrence finding Washington with a surgical pass.
Whitehart, the tight end, is in the backfield. Judkins will keep it himself. Judkins with a burst inside the 5 to the goal line. Touchdown, Browns. Excellent blocking on the right side of the offensive line, and the Browns are on the board. Extra lineman in Jenkins, left side of the offensive line. Direct snap coming to Judkins. And here he goes again. He scored earlier. He lowers his shoulder to the goal line. Touchdown, Browns. 2nd Wildcat run of the day for Cleveland.
Raiders are not showing pressure.
And they go to Sampson out of the backfield. He's got 2 tight ends blocking on the outside. He's got room. He bursts inside Raiders territory. 1 man to beat. He won't be caught. Touchdown, Sampson. 66 yards. One rookie to another. It is the first touchdown pass in Shedeur Sanders' career. 4th down and 2. They have not been able to convert on 4th down today. Geno Smith looking toward the end zone. Pass complete to Genty. He's in. Score. Touchdown, Raiders.
Hurts throwing end zone. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. Hurts, designer run, up the middle, he goes, Jalen Hurts, still going, he's in, touchdown. Got stopped a few times last week versus the Lions. Here they're on the half-yard line. Hurts, shove forward, he's in, touchdown, Philadelphia. Prescott looking to throw, corner, touchdown, Pickens. Eagles, not a highly penalized team, but they've got 10 today, most on the year. 1st and goal, Dallas. Prescott rolling. Looking. Throwing. Caught! Touchdown! Brevin Span Ford. Prescott thinking about running. Is he going to get there? Gets a block. Prescott flies in. Touchdown.
Saints looking for a stop. Falcons have the best streak in the red zone of the NFL going. Cousins, pressure picked up. End zone shot, touchdown. David Sills. Robinson's back in. Here comes an extra body. Robinson picks up the pressure, and that ball is out of the hands of Kyle Pitts, and it's the veteran Justin Reed with the move and the touchdown. His first in 7 years, and the Saints are right back in it. Longest play of the game right there, 33 yards, takes him into New Orleans territory. Fake to Robinson. Cousins wants to take a shot. It's Mooney. It is caught. It's a touchdown. Shades of 2024 as Cousins finds Mooney for the touchdown.
First and goal from the one. Kyron Williams, the back. Stafford, Devontae, Adams, got it, touchdown. Mayfield fires. Did he hang on? Durant took it away. Durant's on the run. Down the sideline. Kobe Durant looking to cut inside. Touchdown.
As bad as it gets for a receiver right here. You bobble, 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 and then hand it to a defensive back, basically. And it's interesting that he did have a little control, and there was a bit of a knee on the ground. I don't know.
Stafford, rocket to the end zone, touchdown, Parkinson. Second and 4. Mayfield, the middle of the field, touchdown brought in by Johnson. He is here, he is in the end zone, and his Bucs are on the board. From the 24, behind snap that he brings down, Devontae Adams got another one! Touchdown, Rams! Into the tunnel he goes! All the way up the tunnel. Chasing down all of his records.
Last 5 games, 16 touchdowns, 19 trips. Here's Jennings. And he's going to take it in after breaking tackles. Touchdown 49ers. Play number 13 on this drive. Toss to McCaffrey. Gets blocking and a touchdown. Little shoulder fake, end zone shot. He's got the rookie touchdown, McMillan, and the Panthers are back in it.